Hi, I'm Barbara Bruni, and this is Pilates core training. This is our second part of our series of using our props. For props today, we're going to use, like we did in section 1 or film 1, we used a small 5-inch ball and a Theraband. I'm using a medium to medium heavy, I believe. It certainly can get all different levels of bands. If you don't have a band and a ball, you can do these exercises without them. Some exercises might be a little easier, some might be a little harder without the props. Depends on how you use them. You can also use a towel, small bath towel, to replicate some of the towel exercises. So without further ado, let's get going here. So at first we're going to start by using the little ball. Sitting up with your feet on the mat, place that little ball just kind of right as low as you can get it on the sacrum, like a doorstop there, and lean back. So from here, you're nice and tall and just rested and supported. Nothing's really struggling. You can keep your hands on your kneecaps and just take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale and allow the ribs to expand, the shoulders relaxed. And exhale. Let's just do that 2 more times, always warming up with the breath, because the breath is what organizes the trunk muscles. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, ribs expand, fore and back, side to side, up and down. And then as you exhale, the sternum softens, the ribs slide together and down, and the belly pulls in and up. And one more time, deep breath. Relax the shoulders, relax your neck. And exhale, soften your breastbone, slide those ribs down and draw your navel in. It's almost as if you're drawing the muscles up and in. So now to make it a bit more challenging, take your hands off of your kneecap and kind of scoop that tailbone under. So instead of a flat back, it's a real tuck under, but relax the front of your thighs and pull up on those low ab muscles. Inhale here, and then exhale, take both arms overhead. Hold it, drop your shoulders back, lift your breastbone, tuck your tailbone, and inhale down. Good job. First warm-up abdominal there. So here we go. Inhale, shoulders wide and down. Exhale, slide that tailbone under you a little bit without using your hip flexors. So best way to think about that is to get the tailbone under. The pubic bone pulls up, right? You have to get one bone under to get the other bone up. They're connected. So feel like you're pulling the muscles up towards the belly button from the pubic bone and from the hip bones, rather than a pulling down from the breastbone. 3 more. Exhale. The farther back you bring your arms, the more those abs have to kick in. And exhale up for 2. And inhale. And last one. Exhale up. And inhale down. And roll it up and rest a second. So let's make that a little more challenging yet if you want. Otherwise, continue to do a few more of those. Take your band. And you're just going to have a single width to start. And about shoulder width. So pull the shoulders back and down. Pull the band wide on your exhale. And release on your inhale. So let's do that 3 more times. To initiate the pull, rather than thinking your arms are pulling that band or your hands are pulling that band. Remember, Pilates is everything initiates from your center. Feel how your shoulder blades squeeze together and then your arms follow. So let's add that pull when we're back into our abdominals. Lean back, scoop those low abs, lift the breastbone. Inhale here. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. Exhale, sink the navel to spine. And release. Exhale, squeeze between those shoulder blades first. And in. Watch for that belly popping up. Keep sucking it in here. Exhale, 3. And release. Exhale, 2. Neck long. Jaw parallel with the floor. And last 1. And release. And rest a minute. Hold on to your knees. How about one more like that? Just a little crazy. A little bit more into the abdominals. All right. We're going to take the band overhead. And as we exhale, let's pull the band wide and release it. If it's too much pain in the neck and shoulders, another low set would be fine. Inhale. Exhale, scoop the abs, lift the breastbone, belly in. Bring your arms up and inhale. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. And exhale, sink the navel, pull and release. And exhale, 3. Keep lifting that breastbone so the chest doesn't collapse. And exhale, 2. And release. Keep pulling wide across your collarbones. And last 1. Hold it. Take your arms to an L. You're still pulling the band. Your left arm goes up, your right's down. Make sure your knees didn't shift apart. Knees stay side by side. Get those oblique stabilizers. Bring your arms up. Drop your shoulders down. Take your right arm up, your left arm out to the side. Sink your navel. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Lift your breastbone and bring your arms up and lower down. Great abdominal warm-up, you guys. Let's put the band to the side for a minute. And lie back down, and we're going to go into some roll-up preps now that your abs are nice and warmed up. All right. So take the ball and place it between your knees or just above your knees on your lower thigh bone. Drop your shoulders wide. Relax your rib cage down. And then on your next exhale, bring your legs up to tabletop. So we've done these before, just without the ball. So put your hands just below your kneecaps. And as you exhale, push your low back down to the mat and pull your belly button in. And then inhale and release. So when you release, you're in neutral. You've got that little mouse house. Your fingers can fit behind the top of your pelvis at your low back. Your lowest rib is pretty much against the mat. Inhale. We'll do it again. Exhale and imprint. Every one of those low back bones touches the mat. Your belly button pulls in and release it. One more time. We're doing these because this is what helps us find those roll-up muscles. Inhale. Exhale to imprint and release. One other word about your roll-ups. Roll-ups are not only abdominal exercise, but they are breathing exercise. So if you hold your breath, it's not going to be pretty. All right, so here we go. Take a deep breath. Slide your hands behind your thighs. Exhale, lift your head, neck, shoulder blades. Here's that deep imprint. Keep breathing out as you push your thighs into your hands. And then inhale, you're squeezing that ball. Exhale, watch for collapsing. Keep that length. Curl your tailbone under. Draw your hip bones up. Low back touches. And down. Inhale, elbows slightly bent out to the sides. Exhale, lift your head, nod your chin. Slide your ribs down. Go to deep imprint, belly in. Here, you're pushing your thighs into your hands rather than pulling up against them. And that's to get you out of your hip flexors. Inhale. And exhale, belly in. Slide your tailbone down. Collars are wide, elbows out to the side. All right, one more prep here. Inhale. And nod your chin and pull your belly in and roll all the way up. Stay lifted. Watch for that collapse. Inhale. And last time going down. Pull your belly in. Draw those muscles up, up, up from the hip bones. Low back touches. And release it. All right, so let's stretch out our hamstrings for just a minute before we go into the full roll-up teaser type leg exercise. So here it would be helpful to put a little lift under your head. If you have the ball, go right ahead, or otherwise a pillow or a rolled-up towel. Let's put both feet in the band. So the band is at its widest point. It's not all squished up there under the feet. Your toes are in the band. The balls of your feet are in the band. And you're going to hold on so that you've got a good snug action here. Your band is not crossed and your elbows are down on the mat. On your exhale, push both feet forward. Point your toes, flex your feet, and bend your knees. So if you feel that too much into your back, imprint your lumbar spine into the mat by drawing those hip bones up. Inhale, exhale, push forward. The lower your legs, the more abs you use. And point, use those calf muscles. Keep your ankle bones, inner thighs together. Flex and bring it in. 3 more. Exhale out. Straighten those knees all the way. Keep your low back down, shoulders wide. Point. Use your calves, ankle bones together. Try not to roll the ankle out. And flex and bend. And 2 more. Exhale. Belly in. Scoop those abs up. And point. Calf work. And flex, calf stretch. And inhale in. And last one. Exhale out. Point. And flex and bring it in. All right, this time, less abdominals, more hamstring stretch. Bring both legs straight up and flex and point and bend your knees. So find that mouse house now and straighten those knees. Don't let that tailbone roll up and your low back touch the mat. And point and flex and bend your knees. Tailbone presses down. Keep your thighs straight up and down. Don't let them move away from you. So it's not about straightening your knees. It's about keeping the pelvis level and your thighs perpendicular. Then you'll get this nice active stretch through your quads, and the front of your thighs will then have the strength, or will be working up to the strength, to let your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, work, or should say stretch. So it's a very safe stretch. Going up and point and flex, tailbone down, knees straight and bend. And last one. So if you are really flexible in your hamstrings, this just feels good. It's not hard. If you have tight hamstrings, this is hard. Let's do one more. Take it up and point and flex and bring it down. All right, so moving on here, we're going to take that roll-up prep into some teaser legs with some upper body resistance. So let's put that ball now between your ankle bones, and this time double your band up. So you're not going to get so much range of motion as you are just some nice, almost isometric strength through your upper body. All right, so here we go. If you can't do this, keep your hands behind your thighs until you get all the way up. Then you can remove your hands from your thighs. Otherwise, start out with your arms up, neutral spine, shoulder blades dropped into the mat. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, lift your head, nod your chin, go to imprint, roll it up. Inhale up tall, V position. Exhale, straighten your knees. Inhale, hold here and pull that band 3 times. Exhale, pull 3, pull 2, pull 1. Inhale, bend your knees, relax the band. Exhale and lengthen down. Inhale and take your arms overhead, chin slightly down, keep the ribs against the mat. Exhale, lift, nod your chin, imprint, keep the collarbones wide, belly in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, straighten your knees. Inhale and exhale, pull 3. Squeeze those shoulder blades 2 and 1. And relax the band, bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, scoop to lower down. Inhale and take your arms overhead. And exhale, nod. Roll up, belly in. Last set, you guys. Roll it up. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale your legs. Inhale and exhale, pull 3. Belly in 2. Keep those knees straight, 3. And release. And roll it down. All right, let's remove the ball, remove the band, and just roll up to a nice seated position. And it's time to bend the other way. So let's, again, use both props. We'll start out, let's do this. Let's start out with just the ball between your lower legs, and let's just work that hip extension to make sure we can do hip and back extension at the same time safely and effectively, going into the proper muscles. All right, so the hardest part is getting that ball there. So let's just roll onto your belly and then bend your knees and get that ball between your lower legs. You can rest your head on your arms. I am not going to put my head down. It would break my microphone here. So anyway, just kind of hovering. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Pull your belly up, press the pubic bone down so you're not in this back arch. And then inhale. And exhale, lift both legs. Keep reaching longer through your legs like your toes are trying to touch the wall behind you, and release down. So it's not a big move. The tendency here, let's do it again. Exhale, scoop the abs and lift, is to let go of the abs and to go really high. And the thing is with that is you get a tendency for more destructive forces in the low back, and you're not getting as much butt and legs as you would like. So let's do that 5 more times. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, scoop your abdominals up. Press your hip flexors down and lift both legs. Feel like your sacrum keeps reaching down between your legs to the floor, and release. And exhale up for 4. So you shouldn't see any change of angle in your low back. That shouldn't change. And release. Scoop and lift for 3. Longer. And release. Knees nice and straight for 2. And release. And last one. And release it down. All right, so let's add on to that. Let's take your band and just use single width. We're not going to double up this time. And you'll start out with a pretty wide grip. Let's just say a little wider than shoulders. And the band goes behind your back. Palms are down, face down. Better for your wrist alignment. So now your nose is just hovering above the mat. You don't want to be looking up, getting all that stress into your neck and shoulders. Shoulders are down, neck is long. On your exhale, you're going to reach your arms wide to the side. On your inhale, the arms pull back and you lift. Hold here. Lift the ball. Lower down, and then bring your arms out to the side and lower your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your legs. Bring your arms back. Chest forward. Straighten those legs. And lower down. And again. Inhale. Lengthen out those legs. Lift the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades back so your arms don't roll inward. And lengthen down. And inhale and lift. Reach long through your legs. Lift your chest up. Neck nice and long. And release. Using those inner thighs. And exhale. Lift. Belly in. Take a deep breath here. And release. And last one. Inhale. Lift. Higher. Squeeze that ball. And lower down. And bring the band back. And push up. And go to a child's pose position for just a minute and stretch out your low back. All right, moving on from here. So let's just put the ball down to the side for a minute and just go into using the band for a minute. So we're going to go into upper body weight bearing. Upper body weight bearing not only uses your upper arm strength, but it incorporates your full upper trunk, your shoulder stabilizers, back muscles, pec muscles. Think of upper body weight bearing like a push-up. All right, so we'll start out by going into the easiest one first and then moving on from there. So just like you were lifting your leg up off the mat, trying to keep the hips still so you could just lift the leg up without going into the low back. It's the same principle. It's just more challenging because your hips don't have that contact on the mat to tell you if you're in neutral. So it's going to be more you and more strength. So holding the band, what I've done here is I've doubled up and I've got a good grip on the end here and I've got an opening for my foot. So let's just put our right foot, so we're all on the same side here. Put your right foot in the loop and then the band goes on the outside of your foot and your hands go down on your mat. I have the benefit here of having a taller mat. You may have to just hold on to that mat with your fingers facing forward. All right, so your pelvis is level, your abs are in. You're not sunk, You're not extending your neck and jamming your shoulders into your ears, so you're really squeezing the back of your armpits and leveling out your back. So you've got just that little mouse house once again. So adding on, here comes the exercise. Inhale. Exhale, slide your right leg back and extend your knee and bring it in. So that's the same work of not letting the pelvis rock or dip. Inhale. Exhale, extend, draw those belly muscles in, squeeze the butt, straighten your knee all the way, and inhale in. So we'll do 5 more. So as you do these, feel how to get that last bit of knee extension, your VMOs, the muscle just above to the inside of your kneecap. Feel how to get those to activate. You really have to use your low abs and your butt muscles, your glutes. If you don't squeeze those, the pelvis shifts, and you really don't get any good recruitment of those VMOs. So belly in, squeeze that right butt cheek, and then the knee can straighten all the way. And exhale up for 3, collars wide. Neck is nice and long, pushing the back of your neck up towards the ceiling. And last one. Exhale and press. And release. All right, we'll take that over to the other side. So what I wasn't mentioning while we were working out, there's only so much I can say there, but when you are upper body weight bearing, make sure that your wings aren't popping up. You know what I mean by wings? Your shoulder blades. Somebody couldn't just come along and grab those guys. You want to feel, get this around my left foot here, you want to feel that your wing or your scapula is lying just nice and flat on the rib cage. And a lot of times you'll see really strong people doing push-ups, but what's happening is they're just letting those wings pop up and they're not getting the benefit of strengthening that serratus anterior and other muscles there that would keep them out of injuring the shoulder for rotator cuff problems. You know what I mean, if you've ever blown that out. All right, so inhale, open across your collars. Here we go, left leg. Exhale, extend back. Pull your abs in. And inhale in. And exhale and press. Scoop the abs, squeeze that left butt cheek. Straighten your knee all the way. So it's definitely challenging if you've got tight hamstrings. Just straighten your knee all the way and stabilize the pelvis at the same time. Especially if you found that out when we were just doing those hamstring stretches a few minutes ago, lying on our backs. And let's do 3 more. Exhale. Pull your collars in wide. And exhale back for 2. Next long. Squeeze the back of those armpits. And last one. And release it in. And remove the band from your foot. All right. So now I want to do just a little stretch of rotation before we go into a pretty challenging exercise, some overhead presses and snake and twist. So if you've been following Pilates a little bit, you kind of know what I'm talking about, but we're going to do it with a band. So let's just lie down for a minute and do a quick stretch of rotation just to make sure we're all nice and limbered and ready for it. So your arms are out by your sides. Your feet are together, knees bent. Cross your right knee over your left. Now really keep that left shoulder blade down, your chest facing the sky. Inhale there. And then as you exhale, with your right leg on top, your knees point to the right. Now avoid letting your left shoulder blade pop up and your chest turn right. So you kind of have a sense of rotating the chest to the left in opposition of the legs or the pelvis rotating right. Take a nice deep breath. Feel that stretch through the left rib cage. And then on your exhale, bring your legs up. And let's go to the other side. Left on top, chest facing up, right shoulder blade stays down, and take your legs to the left. Keep that right side down on the mat. Soften your breastbone even a little bit. And you can use the weight of your left leg to pull your right knee down even farther, as long as that shoulder doesn't pop up off the mat. Chin slightly down. Take a deep breath into the right rib cage. And then exhale, use your abdominals to help you bring your legs back up. All right, so let's roll to the side and come up, and let's grab our band. All right, so snake and twist starts out in this side position here. So you want to have a long enough band. So these bands are about 5 or 6 feet long, the ones I use. You can usually buy, I do at the studio, you buy a big long roll of it and cut it to size. So if you can find somebody that's got a big long roll of Theraband, you can ask them to cut it to whatever length you need. So we have some at the studio should you want to call us and get a nice long band. All right, so here we go. You're going to start with your right foot flat on the band and your left foot in front. We don't have much time here, so we're going to do a real quick snake and twist. Your arm is out to the side with your crease aiming upwards. You're holding pretty close to the edge of your band. Inhale here, squeeze the back of that armpit. Exhale, go into your side plank. Now, from here, you're going to push the band overhead 3 times. 1 and 2. Watch that your hips aren't kicked back. 1. Hold it. Kick those abs up. Pull your belly in. Rotate that arm under you. Lift your hips to the sky. Then come back through and bend your knees. And we'll do it quickly to the other side. And we're going to end this session. Feel free to do as many as you care to on this side. So starting out with your top leg in front, holding that band down, crease of the elbow up, squeeze the back of that armpit, inhale, exhale, press up, inhale, hold your side plank, exhale, press 1 and 2 and 3, hold it, scoop those abs, rotate your arm under, aim your hips to the sky, inhale, back up, and bend your knees and lower down. Well, I hope you enjoyed that pretty challenging workout today. Look forward to seeing you again on the next episode of Pilates Core Training.